Rainbolt about to be unemployed. At Rainbolt. Uh-oh. They're coming for your job. Rainbolt finally has some competition. Rip Rainbolt's entire career. Rainbolt on steroids. These are all tweets about GPT-03 that were released a couple weeks ago, which is a model that handles images very well with very deep research, especially on geolocation. And while it's no secret, AI has been better than the best GeoGuessr player for over a year now. But how good is GPT-03 versus me on an OSINT challenge? Alright, this is the brief we have at hand, and I'll give GPT-03 the exact same context so we're both on even playing field. The image below is a screenshot from a zoo live cam. It was taken on January 15th, 2023 at around 2 p.m. local time. Answer the questions below. In which zoo are these polar bears located? What was the temperature at the time of the screenshot? And what were the exact coordinates of where the bears were laying down? And I know for a fact I should be able to do this in sub 5. And I think that's what makes this interesting for me is there could be a world where I'm slower because I think the AI could beat sub 5, but maybe there's a world where I'm more accurate because things like the coordinates and the exact weather, I don't know what its researchability is like for things like that. But there is maybe a world where I'm slower and less accurate and it's faster and better all around and I have no job. Hey, listen, acceptance is okay. No, okay. These polar bears are not in Arlington, Texas. I know that. Okay, bad joke. What I do know is I'm not going to make it easy for the AI, and I'm going to sweat this and go as fast as I can. My timer starts now. Alright, so what I do know is that there's polar bears and a zoo with a live cam. So my immediate thought is to go to images and to look for... Boom. Okay, San Diego Zoo. That looks like the same rock formation in the polar bear zoo, like it has to be. So we're gonna assume this is San Diego. What we're gonna do now is we have to find the weather. I like to use weather underground because it has good history data. So San Diego, and then history, and then what was the day? January 15th, 2023. January 15th, 2023. So far this is super basic. Okay, weather station, is the San Diego airport close to the zoo? We need to make sure this is accurate. It's very close. Okay, and so this is at 2 p.m. Closest data they have is at 1:51 p.m. It did say around 2 p.m. So 63 Fahrenheit is the closest that has historic at the time of that screenshot. So San Diego Zoo, 63 Fahrenheit. Now the biggest thing is to find the zoo to confirm, or this was all absolutely pointless. San Diego Zoo, and what we need to look for is polar bear plunge. And we need to find the rock. Right there. Boom. I think that might have been sub 2 minutes. I thought that was gonna be a lot harder. Granted, it gave me the exact San Diego Zoo within like second screenshot. All right, so these are my final answers, and I'm gonna see what ChatGPT says. All right, so my answers are gonna be A, San Diego Zoo, B, 63 Fahrenheit, and C, these coordinates. And GPT-03. Let's see what answers and how fast it gives us. And are these polar bears maybe in Arlington, Texas? Okay, joke is old. All right, so I'm gonna give it everything, even the difficulty that it says it is. All right, I'm just gonna copy and paste the exact task briefing, and we'll see. It has to beat sub 2 minutes. Okay, GPT-03, do your research. How good are you? And do you get the same answers as me? I will fact check everything after. It's thinking. Okay, by this point, I had already found the exact zoo. I'm just saying. Why am I beefing with AI? I don't know. Okay, analyzing image. Maybe my internet's just slow. Okay, wait, let me read this. The enclosure looks naturalistic with fake rocks, walls, logs, mild climate featuring flowers. Possibly Barcelona. I'm thinking Kansas City Zoo live cam. Okay, the enclosure seems to be a warmer climate. Okay. Oh, now it's in Europe. Oh no. Wait, did I like locate? Oh, now it's in Mexico City. I'm 99.9% sure that my answers are right based off of the rock that I found at the end that looks like the exact enclosure. It's really zooming in on the background now. Okay. It's still in Kansas City. Oh, wait. I see San Diego. It's going through like every zoo on the earth. What is it done here? Okay, bro. Bro's tryharding. Okay. Brno Zoo. No, we're not in Czechia. Okay. It's going back to Brno. Now it's in the Netherlands. Okay. But what is it doing here? Oh, that's actually interesting. That's actually an interesting like way to do that. That's actually kind of smart. I think like also in hindsight, I did pick a very easy one for me, but hey, listen, I'm human. Okay. This thing has, it could have Googled, it could have RIS'd. I don't like using RIS, but it has still San Diego as like a search here. So maybe it might get there eventually. It's in Budapest and Vienna now. Okay. That feeling when you just Google polar bear live cam zoo and find the image in 2 seconds, but okay. It looks like the screenshot is from cam streamer feed based on its overlay. It looks like the share arrow. Oh my god, it's using share meta. Alaska Zoo. Likely Bruno Zoo. Oh no, it's in... Oh no. What does the Bruno Zoo look like? Okay, I didn't mean for this to be like a smear campaign on O3. Because like, I've seen videos of it and it's like extremely good. I thought it was going to be able to do this. Maybe it is Bruno Zoo and I got this wrong, actually. Am I doubting myself now? Oh, it's also using weather underground history. Okay, so we actually have the same source for that, so that's good. Why is it searching for Vienna temperature? Oh, now it doesn't think it's Bruno. Okay, it's analyzing like a square again. Oh, wait! The walkway in the screenshot with the wooden log and stone pillar support looks very similar to the ones in San Diego Zoo. Wait, W audible. W audible. Wait, the screenshot matches the San Diego Zoo's polar bear plunge. Wait, okay, I found a reading at 252, partly sunny 62. I also found that reading, but I used the 152 reading because it was 8 minutes closer to 2. It said around 2, so I can go ahead and, okay, so it gave us coordinates. Oh, and it gave us answers. Oh my gosh, wait. 9 minutes, 16 seconds. 20 searches with 44 sources. Okay, this was its entire thought process. You can pause it if you want to look, but let's compare our answers now. Okay, it did give more thought through answers, but it did come to the same conclusion as the San Diego Zoo. So we're both aligned there. It did give the temperature as around 2 p.m. at 62. I had it at 63 with 9 minutes prior, but I think give or take, that's pretty much the same. I think we probably had the same source. It used the same station as me too. Okay, so yeah, I think we're both pretty accurate there, give or take, with partly sunny skies. Okay, and this is where it will get interesting. It has the exact coordinates of the spot where the bears are lying, as the resting patch is the dirt and grass berm on the west side of the polar bear plunge, centered at... Okay, let's see. This pin falls inside the polar bear habitat about 15 meters northwest of the underwater viewing window. Alright, bro. Try hard. Moment of truth. Where do these chords take us? That is a parking lot. Okay. Alright, so O3's chords are there, and then my chords go right here. Alright, let me fact check myself here real quick and see how close I am. The thing is I think it knows exactly where it is. I just don't know if it knows how to get the coordinates. Yeah. I would like to say that's pretty accurate. Maybe a little like over here east a bit, but I think that's pretty accurate. Alright. I think all in all, listen, obviously I can't really compete for much longer. Obviously this is pretty impressive, and obviously I picked a challenge that benefited me. Let's be honest here. But also maybe not. I think this is interesting though. I did have a hunch that it would have problems getting chords. I don't know why. It just feels like something that would be tough to get like pull exact chords. I don't know why. It just feels like something that it's weird to do. And I'm just curious. I'm gonna give it a very rural location. This is a very difficult map to see who can get closer in 4 seconds of looking at the image. Well, I have 4 seconds, but I can think. But before we do that, this video is sponsored by Saily. If you guys don't know what Saily is, it's an eSIM service app. Whoa. Can O3 do that? Probably. But with one single download, it provides you with internet access wherever you travel. It's really good if you have travels coming up and you want to avoid the hassle at the airport. You don't have to wait in line at the airport, and you have internet as soon as you land. The eSIM data plans are available literally almost everywhere, including Australia, Indonesia, and it's so easy to do that I'm going to put my code in right now as this game is going on, and let's say I want to get Argentina. Okay, got the coupon, use code Rainbolt, apply. It's that easy, and I can go over here and guess in southern Argentina. And lucky for you guys, this is Bulgarian pavement. You can get a 15% discount on Saily eSIM data plans by downloading the Saily app and use code Rainbolt at checkout, or scan the QR code right here and get started today. And again, you can use code Rainbolt at checkout or scan the QR code right here to get 15% off. Let's get back to the video. So let's see if it can beat me here on rural locations. Okay. That's gonna be tough. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Can it get closer than 186 kilometers? Identify the exact location in this photo. Let's see. It took me 4 seconds. Let's see. I think I got that guess off in 3 seconds. So can AI take my job in GeoGuessr too? We'll see. They just mentioned GeoGuessr here. Looking at the image, I'm considering. Wait, what did it just tell me? I'm considering if the user purposely picked a recognizable GeoGuessr spot. The plain trees along narrow roads near vineyards could point to. Okay, it's in Italy. It is analyzing. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. That's the thing. You want to play more rural locations because it can't just Google a sign. This should be the most useful image for it, right here. Oh, based asphalt enjoyer. Wait, that would be an amazing video. What if I give O3 a screenshot of all my best guesses in GeoGuessr and see how many of my best guesses ever it actually gets closer then? That would be very cool. Oh, the scene might not be in France after all. It could be in Italy. The absence of a white road line. Come on. It knows the pole. Come on. I think if this video gets 10,000 likes, I can do that video. I think that would be pretty fun. Just to see how much it could guess off of like pavement or the sky. Okay, it is ending up in France. I'm considering that the location might not be in Europe, but actually southeastern US. Bro. My goat is washed. Alright, closest match done in how long? 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So not quite 4 seconds, but let's see how close it is. Alright, so this is the actual location. Let's see where it guessed. Okay, well, I got ratioed. Hey, listen, it took 4 seconds. Hey, listen, I guessed in 4 seconds, okay? But that is actually scary. That's actually very insane. What the heck? If you guys see a lot of videos coming out in the next couple weeks, it's probably because I am saving up some AdSense for my retirement. No, and honestly, I think it's pretty cool. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, or don't. And I'll see you guys next time.